hit this, man, because I
Let's
know
do
it's
it.
late.
Got it.
Man, hold on. You know, I've been streaming chickens all week. You know, my last stream
they all had
this. Oh yeah, of course they did. Yeah, I don't even know if you saw. Hold on, I shucks. Let me see, because you know you can let me see. Let me change my switch my account. I got a couple of accounts. But anyway, hey, welcome to the late night edition of CJ Squared.
Sorry about that, y'all. Pops
if you're watching, great. If you're not watching, that's even better. You can watch it later. You know what I'm saying? No, one thing you gotta realize is, you know, you see my name was a little different this week.
The champ is here.
That's right, baby. Because the champ is definitely here. The champ is definitely in the house. Oh my God. I mean, hey, and woo, Lordy, I'm looking at the live feed of the chickens right now, and I tell you, when they tell you one thing chickens do is they eat, they sleep, and they crap everywhere. I give y'all a quick peek, real quick. You can see right there. That's the chicken den right there, and that is poop everywhere.
Yeah.
And just so you know, this is
what we're looking at. Where's the chickens at there?
They sleep, man. See the feathers moving?
Oh, okay.
About 12 babies. About 12 baby chickens.
Why aren't they on our podcast right now? My goodness.
How?
They're not watching us.
They should be watching. That's right.
Hey, do they not know we're going live? Come on.
That just tells you, man, the power of technology. Right now, I got 2 Yahoo lives going on. This right here and the chickens.
All
right, because look, I can flip back.
Lazy chicken.
And I can flip back and
lazy lima beans. You lazy lima bean.
Looking at our 100 subscribers.
That's right.
To CJ Squared.
Right.
Man, y'all missing out, man. I'm telling you, you ain't watching this. You ain't watching this weekly and checking this out. You missing out, man. Because it means you ain't getting that good knowledge. You ain't getting that good betting knowledge. See why? See?
You ain't getting paid.
Look, like a mirror image. Look at that. What you see? That's us right there.
There it is. Mirror image.
All right, there you go. All right, let me stop that share. All right, so
what the Brady Bunch style?
All right. Like I said, episode 46, we here. NCAA tournament just wrapped up. I mean, if you are a UNC fan, you're probably sad. If you're a Kansas fan, you're probably excited, elated, happy for Bill Self. I mean, if you pick Kansas to win it all, congratulations, man. You know, I think there was one person on this show that said that the Big 12 was the best conference in basketball. And who has won the national championship the last 2 years? The Big 12.
Big 12.
There you have it. Straight from the horse's mouth. Okay. But anyway, every once in a while I gotta toot my horn. You see, that's why I'm calling him. I have to, because nobody else will. Nobody else will give you love in this world. You got to love thyself, right? And speaking from a position of disappointment over the last year for not winning my fantasy basketball championship, and this year grabbing that crown and just clutching it and just taking it, because I came on this show. I came on our live fantasy draft and I told y'all I was winning the championship this year. Did I not tell you that, Joey?
You did say it.
Okay.
You did say it.
There you go. I'll tip my hat to myself. All right. And hey, Chris, thank you for keeping my damn seat warm for a good year. Now it's time to sit back and look at the champ.
Now you got,
All right. There
hey,
you
we'll
go.
be coming for you.
That's
Yeah, I
right
know.
about that.
And you know what? And these guys roped me into fantasy baseball, which we're talking about. I'm probably gonna get my butt whipped, but we'll see. I'm gonna do my best, right?
You're ready.
You'll just because of your ability to figure things out in fantasy, you'll
ready.
I mean, but in baseball,
Are you gas pumping to my body right now by these guys? I'll figure it out. Back in their mind, like, hey, we're gonna destroy this. We'll destroy his ass.
no, because I mean, baseball can be tough because, like I said, it's a balance of figuring out when guys are just slumping and to hold on to guys, or some guys you get a Kristen Yelich who was a top 10 pick a couple years ago. Now he's a top 80, 90 pick. So
did nothing for me last year.
You get guys.
Maybe one morning I'll be at work doing nothing. At 8:47, I'll look at my phone and I'll make a selection, and that will help me win. Because obviously, when I go to work in the morning at 8:47, I'm not doing any work. That's my new number from this point on. 8:47. If you know what I'm talking about out there, yeah, 8:47, baby, all day, every day.
What are you doing?
That's when the pickup.
That's when I'll be making those making those good pickup selections in fantasy baseball. I mean, I was tooting my horn, but now I'm gonna toot the collective horn in this room. I mean, fantasy football, I think we all won championships. My man Chris won the first annual CJ Squared Fantasy Football League. That's right. I mean, Joey, I don't know what he won, but I
won one. I got me one.
And if I'm not mistaken, your boy JB won his fantasy football league at his school and pissed everybody off in my brother's league by beating them. They were just all mad that I wasn't going to win. And C double out there took 2 L's in 2 leagues for the championship. So winners, losers. That's how it happens sometimes when it comes to fantasy. Somebody got to win. But as you can see in here, we like winners.
Period.
That's right.
Period. That's it. Winners,
I want winners.
Right. I want winners. And if you want winners when it comes to fantasy, look no further than CJ Squared. No
right
joke.
About that.
How they said, the kids said no cap, right? We ain't capping, right? We are not capping in here.
No cap.
All right. So anyway, enough of my rant.
Well, I will say that all of us come from different styles, which is good because you can kind of pick or you can kind of gather a little bit from everybody. So I think that it's not like all 3 of us are similar players really, but we still all do pretty well. But I think we definitely all come at it from completely different angles. So there's enough for you to go, oh, I like how that guy does it, or I like his style, or a little bit of everything. So it's good that we mix and match, and you're not going to just get one style that we all run, because we're definitely looking at it from different angles for sure.
Correct.
So
yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, if I had to look at it, I've been leaning more towards your angle, instead of more towards Joey's angle. So I'm like, I'm like kind of that middler, right? Yeah. Like I can't go with the emotions in my gut all the time.
All emotion.
Well, what's good is that
I gotta go with the analytics and
I think that if you can narrow down with the analytics, if you feel like you're a guy who can maybe choose between 1 to 3 players, you know what I mean? Like 2 to 3 guys that you're liking, that's when you can use your gut, because the analytics have now led you to these guys are in a similar range. Now it's who you like, where I would probably always stick to that guy, and it might end up costing me because.
Yeah, you are a stick to it guy type of guy.
Yeah.
Like
so
you got your guys. Like you love.
If the numbers tell me, I mean, I won't ever kind of overdraft, but I'm always looking for value. And I think if there's value on the table, even if I miss it, I can always at least say, well, that was the value pick and live or die by that. You know what I mean? Where you guys, I think, would maybe say, I don't really trust that the numbers are going to be there and go away from that. And then it works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. So I know a guy like me where like taking Zion, I got to live or die, or an Anthony Davis, I live or die with those.
I'm about to mention that. Like for fantasy basketball, you got to have AD. That's your guy. You love AD. And for fantasy football, you love David Montgomery and Allen Robinson. You got to have those two guys. You love them.
Well, because their ceiling is high, they generally drop. So it's one of those things where it becomes value picks and guys don't. Anthony Davis, we see what he can do when he is completely healthy. I don't necessarily know from a real basketball standpoint if he can dominate the league like he's supposed to, but from a fantasy standpoint, he can be a top 3 guy. There is a massive when he is healthy quotes around him because we see he, so you just got to hope he's healthy around the right time that you need him. But
that's right.
This year I rolled the dice and missed multiple times. But hey, it happens though. So
I'm like a little bit you, but most of the time I'm scared money don't make money. When it comes to fantasy, especially fantasy basketball, I you know how I roll.
Yeah.
I don't have nobody. I'll drop anybody if I need to.
Yeah, I mean, which is good because you don't sit and wait on a guy to maybe turn around because he fooled you with one hot game or something.
I did wait on playoff P though. I kept playoff P on the IL the entire year until I unleash him on Paladin.
Yes,
so
which, hey, those are the kind of moves that you can look back and say, generally I would think of all these moves in all fantasy, there's always 3 or 4 moves you make in the year really that come down to make or break in everybody. You know what I mean? Like, oh, if I'd have just done that, or like Paladin, if he would have just held on to Chris Paul, he can trace back some of his, to that. So
I would have played Joey in the finals if he didn't drop Chris Paul.
Yeah. So, I mean, you just learn from those. And sometimes that's the thing with fantasy is it's out. Once you do it, it's a lot of times it's out of your control. And then you just, hey, I'll learn from it, but whatever, it's a.
I ain't gonna lie. I was reeling the week before I played Buttons the final week of the season. I was worried. I said, man, if I don't beat Buttons with a good enough number, Joy's gonna take my daggone number 2 seed, and I don't get my bye. I needed my bye to get healthy, and I end up sneaking. I end up beating Buttons 8-5, and got that number 2 seed. Got that bye. Got healthy. And the rest is history.
You would have won, had you looking back, would you have won if you didn't get the bye, you think?
Probably not, because I mean, Joey played Buttons. I didn't want to play Buttons back to back.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joey played Buttons and pretty much destroyed him. Joey came out against me in the semis, was up the first 2 nights. He was up, he was winning. And then I unleashed Chris Paul on him. I started Chris Paul. Chris Paul started because I think the final was 7-5, and I think I won assist by like 1 or 2.
Oh man!
And Chris Paul had a couple games like 16 or 17 assists that week.
And by the way, you actually dropped playoff P for Chris Paul, and then picked playoff P back. You picked him back up. That's called managing.
Yeah, well, I did that on. I think it was I had to drop them because both of them were on the IL.
Mm-hmm.
So I dropped one. I think I dropped somebody to pick up a player to start them.
You can't move them.
Yeah, I couldn't move them, so I had to
a roster spot.
So I had to make that move so I can, because I think I dropped because I had playoff P the whole time. When I picked Chris Paul up, I had to I put him on the IL, drop P. They said that Chris Paul came back healthy. I think I picked up playoff P like the next day and put it back on the IL because Jared Allen got hurt too.
Oh, geez.
By the way,
Yeah.
Paladin will be asking for 2 IL spots next year.
He better not.
Just to let you know.
Yes, he needs to adjust. But anyway, all right. So,
Well, Matt, now we might as well get into how, or at least discuss how we did in our in the basketball picks. How do we end up doing in the your dad's pool? And anybody VCU had a shot, right?
I think VCU had a shot. Let me see.
Going into Sunday, I think you said.
Let me look at it.
VCU for our 100 subscribers is Joey and his college boys pick.
His what do you call it?
They got a betting syndicate.
VCU boys are right there. Right there.
What week was that? April 1st.
They were right there.
All right, VCU. Yep. I mean, if VCU, what was the final score? I don't know what the tiebreaker was last week, but if the Bucks would have won, I think, yep, VCU were right there. What kills you was when the Bucks won, you didn't have a chance to be in the tiebreaker. I'll pull it up real quick so you can see it.
We were ready for it.
Right here, right? So you see how the Mavs had the highlight right here? That is this person, Lakers girls, because the Mavs won, she clinched it. If the Bucks would have won at home, which they didn't, and then VCU would have had a chance to be at 14 with the tiebreaker. So y'all had a chance, but I think
how are you guys picking I don't understand how you pick the Clippers and the Bucks. Like what the world, like how are you picking that?
Which one? I know, right? I know. VCU picked that. And that's the one where
Chris.
And that was the one where we didn't know, but after we did the show and did this, they announced that no one was starting. Both teams weren't starting their 4 starters. So
yeah, that's what you guys must have had inside information.
We definitely had some inside information. I can't believe it.
Oh, you talked to Tyronn Lue or something? Did you call the Milwaukee coach and have a conversation with him, Joe?
Had something going on.
Oh, okay. Well, here you go. You got a good chance for that.
That was the total on that game was. Hold on, let me add it up. It was 247.
Oh yeah. So
what would have happened?
Yeah. The tiebreaker, Joey, they would have lost because their points weren't high enough. They were at 198.
Didn't even go over 200 points.
He said the old 190.
That's the old move. Warren with that last year, he had like 162 or some crap like that. End up winning.
Come to the 21st century back.
Everybody else went over the total.
Well, but that's like a risky.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's hot though, 21st century. The hot is his whole life is scared money don't make money. He all about that, right?
That's his motto.
If your money's scared, it can't make none. Right?
I can't blame him.
And for all y'all who say I don't understand that, do you got stocks? Do you got mutual funds? Do you got money in the bank? It's the same concept. It's just much slower. It's just much slower in the win or lose column.
Well, the only plus on stocks is like if you lose a basketball game, you either win it or you lose it. Where stocks, if you lose, unless you need that money right away, you can sit on it and eventually win.
Yeah, but it's still
gambling, but you can at least get it back eventually.
Yeah.
What did Seinfeld say? I don't want my money working for me. I want the money right at home and taking a nap, relaxing. I don't need my money working.
My money working.
All right.
It's a work.
All right. So NCAA, man. probably the greatest comeback in NCAA history, right? Kansas, the Jayhawks, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. I know Joy was at home, face wide grin, just looking at you. UNC is losing. You were knocked out?
Knocked out. I heard the alley-oop to start the second half, and I was like, they're gonna make a run, and I was done.
That's all you needed to hear.
That's all I needed. I didn't even see it. I heard it. I was
like, this game's done.
They're gonna make a run.
Listen, before I let y'all give y'all takes, I'm gonna give you my quick take. I think if the Baker, what's the big kid for UNC? If he doesn't slip, he either scores or gets fouled. And then on the defense, the other kid wouldn't have such an easy shot. I really think that the game wouldn't have ended that way. Now, I did tell you guys take UNC in the points, the +4. And I got nervous, and then they had that terrible turnover at the end.
Oh, man.
Chris texted me, what is he doing? Chris like, what is he doing?
I mean, even as a Carolina fan, I'm like, I mean, hey, that's good for us, but still, what the heck?
Out of bounds twice, not once, but twice.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. I mean, okay. So,
got away with it.
Since you were asleep, Joey, I'm just going to ask Chris. I'm going to ask Chris what his take was on the game.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, as a UNC fan, I'm sitting there at halftime. You know, Kansas gets out to that massive lead really quickly. And then they hit Carolina in the mouth, and Carolina comes back, and then they start rolling. To me, I think in any sport, it seems like when you get such a large lead, teams start to play scared a little bit. They stop going away from what they were doing, and Kansas kind of settled into really who they are, which is a team that likes to get out and, you know, press defensively. I think a lot of Carolina's issues come down to, first off, they play a little bit of a street style where they let their guards just kind of freelance and do their thing. And that's good. You know, like we said, Caleb Love is a guy who can win you games, which he has shown in this tournament, and take over like he did against Baylor and just get hot and just hit shots from all over. But what happens on the flip side is, you know, they always say, like, you live or die by shooting a three like that. And I think that's really what happened. And you know, I've said on here before, if the really good teams can beat you in multiple ways. And Kansas was the one that showed that ability more than Carolina. Carolina just kind of stuck to what they were doing. They didn't really make any adjustments. And the fact is, Carolina doesn't really. Now, Puff Johnson comes off, and he actually plays a really good game, but they don't have a guy who can come off like a Remy Martin and really take over the game from the guard position.
Remy, 4 for 4 in the second half, 4 for 4.
Oh man, it hit some massive threes.
That big step back three, man, that was big.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know why they didn't just maybe bring in another big and really try to, like Styles or somebody like that, really try to get, because Kansas, both of their bigs had 3 fouls.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you not try to get both of those guys to go 4 fouls? That completely changes the game, because the thing is with Kansas is they took no time to get back in the game in the second half. It wasn't as if it was,
they were back
all the way out in 15 minutes, 5 minutes left, and they're still fighting to get back in. They didn't hardly use any energy to get back into that game. And then all of a sudden it's a clean slate, and now it's best team. And now you're not pushing these guys. To me, if you would have gotten to the point where both of their bigs get 4 fouls with like before the 10-minute mark, that's a completely different game.
Yeah.
But they didn't press it. And Carolina has so many bigs that they don't even really play. You could bring in a couple guys off the bench to just say, dump it down low. And then maybe you get an offensive, but they were turning the ball over in the second half anyway. Maybe you get an offensive foul, but maybe not. And we pick up them trying a play or two to get those guys with 4 fouls early in the second half would make a massive difference to the rest of the game. because then they can't do what they want to do, because there's no way any of those other guys are holding Baycott underneath. He would have done. I mean, they were struggling as it was, but what do you have? 20-something rebounds.
I think he had 15 and 15,
Yeah,
something like
15,
that.
16.
I mean, yeah, that dude is just a double machine. So,
But one of the things I noticed too was in the second half, really they didn't really go to the big kid with the beard.
no.
Like he did nothing. Like they won't even run no plays for him or anything. So I don't know. They just
It looked like Carolina just got out of their rhythm and was just trying to play.
Like you said, street ball.
They were sped up too much, and the thing is that old Carolina teams with a lot of depth, they love to run and get out. Remember when it was like Felton and like Page and all those teams that they've had? They would score 90 to 100 a game because they could throw out a lot of guys. They had a lot of depth. This team plays 6 guys, really 7 at the most, but barely 7. So you don't want a team in Kansas. Once Kansas tried to get away, Charles Barkley was saying, once they tried to get away from just dumping it down and just being that team like they were against Villanova and just kind of becoming who they were, that's when they started to just turn it on, and Carolina was trying to play their style. It was just a style flip, basically.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but the thing is with Carolina is if their guys come back, because Baycott, Love, Davis, like all those guys are projected second round picks. This year, I felt like I told JB earlier when we were talking off air that this was more house money. If these guys all come back, the only guy they're missing is Manic. If those guys come back and they have a good recruiting class, they'll be a top 4 or 5 pick coming in next year. And you know what I mean? That's their year to really win if those guys come back, and they should, because Baycott's not. He's probably a guy who's a 10-11 guy in the NBA, right? I mean, he's not going to be he's just a big body guy that people bring off. You know what I mean? So
rebound, block shots, head.
Unless he can develop some outside shooting.
Yeah, I don't see that at all. But you know, we see those guys. Those guys are a ton of those guys out there. So for me, if those guys come back, Carolina, that'll be the year that you have an expectation. This was house money. Yeah, it sucks to lose, but I would almost be more disappointed, because when you're a 1 or 2 seed, you have expectations. That's when you should win. You know what I mean? So
I saw that they had ESPN's early top 25. They had Arkansas as #1 team in the nation next year. I think because they bring in a couple 5-star recruits.
They are.
And they got Williams come back. I think Note coming back. Is he I think he's a 4th or 5th. He'll be a 4th or 5th year guy anyway, but I don't know. But I mean, Arkansas is loaded.
Yes, they are.
You know Gonzaga, but it looks like Gonzaga will probably be a little down. Timmy's still got another year left. Gosh, how long has that guy been there for?
Oh, he got a red shirt year left.
Yeah, I think he still has another year.
I mean, and nowadays, and those guys like Timmy can stay in school now to make that money. They in at the NIL money.
Yeah, for real.
He just makes me trade with his mustache, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Man. Hey, like what did I tell you, Chris, that Caleb Love had a Starkish type game?
Yes, he did.
Stark's game, game 7 versus the Rockets?
Just hit one more.
Well, it was 5 for 24 and 1 for 8 for 3.
The crazy thing is, and I don't understand. I mean, and JB, you coach basketball. Like, come on, if you've got 20-something seconds left, you got to get a better shot than a heave at 22 seconds left. Like to me, there's got to be like, and these guys got to know enough to know you don't need a heave 3 with 22 seconds left.
No, you could have got to the basket. You know,
I mean, you could have extended that game out way further out.
Yeah, you should. That's what they should have done.
Yeah.
You know, but that's the thing is when you leave the game in the hands of a guy who, yes, he's willing to take that shot, but he's also willing to take stupid shots. So
live and die by the sword, man. That's
exactly.
I mean, even against Duke, hit a dagger. I mean, hit a big dagger.
NBA
That was
shot.
a dagger three,
That was
right?
an NBA shot. Yes, it
That
was.
was we were the guy from the for the Wizards. I forgot his name. He's like,
Dagger.
daggers. Somebody hit a three. He go daggers. Like that was his thing. You know how like the guy who says bang? That's
Bang. Oh,
Wow.
NBC. He's on the ABC, but you know
Yeah.
a big three. He go bang. You know everybody got this saying. You know, but he would go
Yeah.
daggers.
Is it Mike?
Mike Breen.
I think y'all on the right track.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we haven't figured out for the next show. I haven't. Mike Green, I think it could be
I
his name.
think it is.
But I know that's the bang guy.
Yes,
But
it
I
is.
gotta look up the guy, the
I love
old
hearing that too.
Washington Wizards announcer. That when he goes, he'll go daggers. That's game. You know it's game time.
Yeah, it is. It's Mike Breen. He says bang.
Mike Breen. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look up who says daggers. Who's that? That's the guy who said daggers from the Wizards. While he's looking at that and speaking on the NBA. And before I even get to that, you know, I'm glad they had a really good college basketball championship, but I really miss all the NBA talent that used to play ball in college. But anyway.
It's Steve Buckings.
Huh?
Steve Buckings.
Steve Buckings? Okay.
Okay.
The Wizards guy.
Yeah.
He's been around for a while.
All right. So speaking of the NBA, oh my goodness. Woe is who's feeling it worse? The Knicks fans, Joey, or the Lakers fans?
Not us, I tell you that.
God, if you're a Lakers fan right now, what I put it down, bro. Put it down. Put the pills down. Put the alcohol down.
They ain't worried about it. There's so much going on in LA. They ain't worried about it.
I guess.
No, they are worried about it. They're crazy
Anyway.
about their freaking Lakers.
Oh, the Lakers are officially out of the playoffs.
Mm.
The big question now is, will LeBron play the final two games to qualify and try to win the scoring title? I can tell you this. If LeBron plays the last two games, I would put money on Embiid right now to go for 50 on his last game of the season. Remember that year?
David Robinson,
the last game of the season when he dropped 70 something?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I'm winning this freaking thing.
Yes,
Let me tell you, if LeBron plays and puts up some good numbers and it's between him and Embiid, put your money on Embiid. What's that last game? Let me see. They playing.
Hey, they got some.
Their last game is against the Pacers on Saturday.
They are playing for that number 2 seed. He's got something that he's
not. They're not. They're gonna play. They don't want to play the Nets, bro. Trust me.
He wants to win. He wants to win that MVP.
Yeah, he's talking about it. What are you gonna do to win MVP? Not talk about winning the MVP first. What you gotta do? You don't talk about winning the MVP if you want to win the MVP. You let your game do your talking, right? That's the first thing you don't do.
I actually like him in the Coke Zero commercial.
Yeah, that is funny.
He's like, oh, Dr. J.
Dr. J, you see the one with Lisa Leslie and Brianna
Stewart?
Oh, yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah,
they're talking about the GOAT. That was I like that one.
Those
right?
are very good.
Lisa Leslie was a baller. Once scored 100 points in a high school basketball game.
Definitely a baller.
And Brianna Stewart, also a baller for UConn. Nasty. All right, so talking about the Lakers, and I mean they missing the playoffs. And they actually are going to end up giving up one of their picks back to the Pelicans because they missed the playoffs. Now they just right now they're losing. But the big question and we should throw the Knicks in there too. Why not? What should the Knicks do next year too?
No need.
Okay. I already know the Knicks need it. I told you during the beginning of the season. You didn't want to listen to me. I told you this, but you didn't listen. Oh no, Kemba Walker. Oh, and Fournier. Oh no, we're good. We're gonna
Fournier played some pretty decent ball, JB.
We're gonna do all things great in Nick Nation. Anyway.
Man, after that first game, oh my gosh.
We're going all the way.
Bing bong. All right. What should the Lakers do next season to fix the debacle of this year? I'm gonna go with you first, Joey, because you look tired.
Chris and JB. The Lakers need to, number one, well, it seems like every 2 to 3 years, that's when LeBron gets into his, do I want to be here any longer? I think they seriously need to sit down and try to find out what is in his future plans. Of course, we all know that he wants to, I don't even know if Bronny is an NBA talent, but we know that Bronny is going to get an opportunity to play for an NBA team at some point, whenever that is. 3 years, 4 years, I don't know. He is eligible. LeBron is eligible to sign a 2-year, $98 million deal during when free agency starts. If he signs that deal, the Lakers are strapped. They're going to have to make some sort of trade. Clearly, the makeup of this roster is completely wrong. That is all LeBron's doing. He's the one that wanted Russell Westbrook to be brought in. I don't even know if Russell Westbrook was not traded there. If they had done the Buddy Hield thing, they may still be here. I don't know, but clearly there's something wrong with the roster. The defense wasn't there. They traded 2 of their better defenders to Washington and Caldwell Pope and Kyle Kuzma. So they thought that there was something wrong with the roster last year. But number one, I think they need to figure out: are we going to spend $100 million in 2 years for the guy that's not the best player in the league anymore, but is clearly a top 5, top 10 player? Number one, because if LeBron somehow walks after
first team All NBA,
All NBA,
first team,
maybe not first team.
Second team.
Second team, yes.
Oh, we gonna vote on that. Yes, I can't wait till we vote
Yes.
on our teams. We do our little who's gonna be where.
Second team, definitely. If they're able, if they let LeBron walk, if he's really serious about this whole Cleveland thing or whatever thing, the Lakers are going to have free about $60 million in cap space going into the summer of 2023. They may want to think about rebuilding. They may want to start to think about that. So they're going to have to depend on trades because they've already traded everything to get Anthony Davis, but now they need to really figure out, is LeBron the way
Chris boy Anthony
not
Davis.
the LeBron anymore? He's not the best player in the world. He can't carry a team like he used to be able to. So I think it's time for Genie to probably say, maybe we need to think about trading him.
Okay. Trade LeBron James is what Joey said they should do next year. Blow it all up. Just blow it all up.
Blow it up.
Yeah, well, okay. You know they brought in the guy from Miami, Chris Nunn, and signed him to a good contract. He didn't play one game this year.
Not one.
I saw him on the bench last game. Like, why are you even out there? You didn't play one game. You got signed to a contract. Not one.
Nope. Not 1 minute.
And you know what's funny? In the NFL, he would have been gone by now. Dropped.
Definitely.
They're like, oh, you can't play? You're cut.
Definitely.
All right. So Chris, what's your take? What should the Lakers do next year? Should they blow it up?
I'm looking at how strapped they are. I'm reading that
straps.
Maybe so Westbrook's huge, right? Like what they want, what are they going to try to do with him? Because he's owed right now. His next year, they're saying he's going to be owed. His remaining salary is 40. His player option is $47 million. So what they're saying is, what team is going to take on Westbrook's contract, right? And they're basically saying you could trade him. They're saying to maybe Oklahoma City because they have the cap space.
Back to Oklahoma City,
but then you probably are going to have to give up, picks, right?
One of their many picks that they're not using.
Yeah, so will Oklahoma City do that? Or do you give up maybe a future pick? The thing is do you to try to move him? Who I just don't see what team is going to take him, and there's no way Westbrook is not getting, if he's owed that much money, you're going to have to take a massive hit with him, right?
Yeah, massive.
So, really, that's where they're stuck at because they signed so much of theirs. So then you got LeBron is owed extension for, like Joey said, up to 2 years for $97 million. And then Anthony Davis, he's still got $121 million left on his salary.
He got his money.
So between those three guys, they're already at the salary cap is
make that money.
Their salary, let me see what it said. The salary cap is like 60. There with those main group of guys, they're already at like 60 something million. Mm-hmm. I just don't even really see. I don't really see an option of how they can really get out, right? Of if they sign LeBron back, they're keeping Anthony Davis. Say they get rid of Westbrook, right? Westbrook, you're not going to probably get a stud player back, right? You're just going to make salary cap space. So maybe they go out and get one more guy, but a lot of the teams, say if you go out and you get like a Miles Turner, they're going to have to give up a bunch of picks, right? Probably. And does Miles Turner, Anthony Davis, LeBron, Miles Turner, is that a team that can do anything?
Clogging up the lane.
All right. Who else is even out there? Buddy Hield, right? What is he? Is he going to be a difference maker?
Who knows? He can definitely shoot. Spread the floor.
But is that a team that now with that roster, you give up first round pick, right? Because you're going to have to dig deep to get those guys, correct?
Correct.
So to me, I don't even see how I don't see, even if you somehow get rid of, someone takes that contract of like a Thunder take the contract, right? Because they don't have anybody that they're going to get rid of, right? So they're pretty much just taking on, they're just swapping money for Westbrook, right? Yeah. That's all they're doing. So then maybe they have to figure out with that extra cap space, is there anyone that they can bring in that's going to bring them from a fringy playoff team to a contender? I don't see that there's anyone out there that's that good of a free agent, right? No. Who are the free agents that are available? The big ones.
Hold on, I can.
Kyrie.
That does seem like a name that they would go for, though.
James Harden.
That's another one that they seem like they would go.
Let's see.
All I know is while you looking that up, Joey, let me tell you my real quick thoughts on it. One, the Lakers got to get younger.
Correct.
The experiment with the whole we bringing in the old gang to win a championship, not going to work.
Gotta go.
And of course, what else? What do they need? Let me give you a little hint.
They got them. It didn't work.
No, they don't. They don't have them. Nah, they don't got the real ones. They got to get them real shooters out there, buddy. You gotta have shooters. And let me tell you, the biggest thing they gotta fix, what they can't fix, is Chris's boy can't stay healthy. Mm-hmm. He is their young. They have a team that has 4 guys in the top 75 of all time. Mm-hmm. He's the youngest.
Yes.
Yet he can't stay healthy.
We can't. Cannot.
Since the bubble, what have they done since the bubble? Play-in game,
lose.
Play-in game, 8th seed, not make the playoffs. What does that tell you?
But that bubble set up perfectly for them not having to travel, not having to. They had that break that was
They
huge.
got to rest, get their bodies right. They got to rest.
That's perfect for those two.
Anthony Davis played his best basketball of his life since Kentucky in there.
Yes, he did.
The bubble. Why? Because he got to rest and not do the traveling and go through the mumbo jumbo and ball.
Correct.
But now, like on the radio, they talked about how you compare a guy like Anthony Davis a good comparison would be like Giannis, right? If you look at those two guys, you would think they'd be on par with each other.
Yeah.
AD don't want no part of Giannis.
No, he doesn't.
Why? Because Giannis works on his body. AD, not so much. I mean, it's just facts, man. The guy, if he ain't healthy, if he ain't playing his best, they ain't got no chance to win. Because like you said, Joey, LeBron can't carry him. LeBron can still be a great player, but if he hasn't carried them on their back, it's not gonna happen. And they need shooting and better defense around them.
But what they're gonna do is what they should do is if they somehow get cap space, you build what they should do, and what they won't do is rather than making massive splashes, right? Rather than making that one big splash to go get with the big three, and you know what I mean, keep trying that way.
Yeah.
Go out and get competent players with depth and build a roster.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
you got two superstars.
Like their last roster that they gave up on.
There's a whole lot of superstars.
That's are.
Tonight.
I mean, you look at Milwaukee. Middleton is a great player. He's not a superstar. You got one exceptional player, and then you got great defenders. You got, you know what I mean? Like, you're building a full and actual roster.
You're shooting.
You got shooters. I mean, they've got an actual roster. So you're not just trying to.
They gave up on a championship roster. They let Alex Caruso walk. Alex Caruso didn't want to. He said, "Can we do something?"
Caruso is the perfect guy to be on your squad.
Absolutely.
And say he's hard nosed, gonna play defense. He's gonna do all the little things. He's every playoff and championship team wants a Caruso on there.
Yes, they do.
Except for the Lakers.
He didn't have to walk.
Man, it's gonna be some. I think it'll be some changes. I saw an article on ESPN and said that the NBA commissioner said that star players are not playing enough.
That's hopefully, yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous that they're all this load management.
Yeah, you paying your good money to see stuff. Anyway,
absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, man, Lakers
didn't show up.
Like the things we always say, like sometimes we look at our rosters on fantasy football and stuff, and we say things like, "Yeah, they in trouble." Yeah. The Lakers are in trouble, and they're gonna have to make some moves if they want to get out of this, because they cannot come back next year with Russell Westbrook there. Not a good fit.
Got no choice. Well, we'll see.
I mean, they got a choice.
They do.
They got plenty of choices. I mean, you can move somebody and not, have to pay them, but you don't got to come back and do a John Wall deal. Look at John Wall. How much is John Wall making this year?
Oh, his deal is horrible too. He's
but guess what? Yeah, not for him.
No, not for him.
Best job in the world.
Exactly. He was making like 30 or 40 million this year, or something like that. Some ridiculous number. They ain't playing a game.
He made 44 million, and he's owed 47 next year.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't let him play.
Sure wouldn't.
So, do you think the Lakers won't do the same for Russell if they can't trade him? Just, hey, look, just don't show up anymore. We'll still pay you. We'll still pay your salary, but we'll move forward.
We're gonna eat this thing.
We're trying to trade you because who are they who right now, unless you are a young team that is developing, is going to trade for Russell Westbrook?
You got to find a team that's willing to eat the salary. You know what I mean? Like that. That's really all you're gonna get is a team that's willing to.
For him to be a former MVP and a top 75 player, he's one of the most disrespected players in the league right now.
Yes, he is.
I mean, you should believe how the tables have turned.
Yeah.
I mean, I said a couple years ago, I honestly, I said that, something happened with his shooting. Like, I mean, he wasn't always a great shooter, but he was competent.
Yeah, but he was always a good free throw shooter.
And outstanding free throw shooter.
Over the last like 4 or 5 years, man, it's like, is it confidence? Because his shooting has like gone to crap. But anyway, I mean, he'll hit a shot every once in a while, but just consistent shooting, it's not good.
Let me ask you this: if they would have kept Caruso and got brought in DeRozan, because remember there was a big thing on DeRozan.
I heard about that today on the radio. Yeah,
would they made the
playoffs?
They made the playoffs, probably, right?
Yeah.
At least with DeRozan, you see what he can do. I mean, the one thing he was able to do, and for Chicago, is make shots. He's a shot maker. He put points on the board. You wouldn't have LeBron, wouldn't have to carry the load, and AD's out. DeRozan still give you 30 points or 40 points or 25 points. What do you have that stretch in the middle of the season? What do you have, like 20 games or 30 points or more? Something like that. Some ridiculous stretch. Some he tied or beat Jordan's number. So I think they would have made. I don't know if they would have been like top 6 in the West, but out of the playoffs altogether, they'll have made the playoffs.
So Westbrook was his first mostly with OKC. He at free throw percent, he was 81, 78, 84, 82, 80, 82, 83, 81, 84. Then he goes 73, 65, 76, 65, 66.
Oh, that's awful.
Man,
that's not the yips or something.
I saw it. Like, I'm like, man, something happened with his shooting. Like something's wrong with this guy. But anyway, enough for the Lakers. All right, goodbye, Lakers.
Goodbye.
Have fun fishing.
Yeah.
See you next year. You'll be the big topic of conversation. This year, in the West, I think honestly the West is I think it's a 1-team race. The East is where all the fun's going to happen. But anyway, before we go back to basketball, we'll talk about a little baseball futures. I think Chris got something to talk about for baseball futures.
Yeah, we'll get so JB, you want to jot these down? We'll pick our division winners now, and then we'll pick who we think will win Cy Young and MVP. I'll read off the stats.
Yeah, I will. I wrote all my stuff down. I looked at some ESPN stuff, so I just, I didn't do a great amount of research, but I'm gonna go with these picks.
Hey, that's all you need.
Yeah. So I got Joey, I got Chris, and I got the champ.
All right, so look, we'll start with
I'll put TC on there, the champ.
We'll start in the how about the AL West? We'll go division winner. You got right now, this is betting lines on FanDuel. The Astros at -170, Angels 380, Mariners 450. The other two don't even have a shot. So Joey, who you got winning the AL West?
Stros.
Joey DeStros. All
right. Let me see. You go ahead, JB. You got it.
Stros.
And I definitely want Mike Trout to get him. I just want him to. Astros are just better though. Give me the Angels.
Okay.
I think Mike Trout's gonna get there.
Some Mike Trout, boy.
They got the right manager.
We got David Montgomery, Mike Trout. Those are your dimes.
That's all right. David Montgomery. I got
every time you go to the dance, you bring those guys with you.
I'm like the little white guy in the front.
All right.
Guy. All right, we'll go AL Central. You got Chicago at -210, Minnesota +500, Detroit 600, and then Guardians and Royals are way back. So Joey,
this is clear.
As long as Tony La Russa is managing Chicago, Chicago will win.
All right.
You got the Sox.
Yeah, I go White Sox here.
Old JB is in compliance with the crew. I got the Sox as well.
All right, this one's all plus money. So there's 4 teams, the AL East, 4 teams that got a pretty good shot. Blue Jays plus 170, Yankees plus 250.
Are we really even discussing this? I already know who Joey has. You may not go with your team, but I know who Joey's picking. It's a wrap, right? And I got a special pick. So go ahead.
All right, Joey, go ahead.
The Bronx Bombers.
Oh, surprise. All right, I'll actually go. I'll go Toronto. I'm high on Toronto.
For you, Buttons, I'm going with your Blue Jays.
Buttons is loving that. 2 picks.
Take it, Buttons.
2 picks.
I'm going with your pick. I'm going with the Blue Jays, Buttons. Blue Jays, Braves, World Series.
Oh, my.
All right, we got
lineup is loaded.
2 Blue Jays.
The Jays and the Jays.
That lineup is loaded.
All right, now we'll go NL West. We probably are locked in here. Dodgers 250 minus 250. Padres plus 380. San Francisco 600. Other 2 are way back. Joey?
Giants.
You going against the Dodgers? Oh, don't even think about it. Stop questioning. Especially
the surprise team of the league, the Giants.
Yeah. I'll go the Dodgers. I'm that close to going San Francisco. I'm that close. Give me the Dodgers. That lineup is loaded. Loaded lineup.
They got Freeman too.
Oh yeah, JB is not like. At least you got Olsen back. So
yeah, I know, right? I'm happy about that.
Joey or JB, you take the Dodgers.
Yeah, I got the Dodgers.
Yeah, give me the Dodgers.
All right.
All right, we'll go NL Central. The Brewers at minus 170. The Cardinals at plus 240. This is basically a 2-horse race here. They got the Cubs at plus 11, Cincinnati plus 16, and Pirates at plus 50. Geez, so it's pretty much those 2, Brewers and Cardinals. Joey?
St. Louis. Albert Pujols last year. They will win it for him.
Okay.
JB?
I got the Brewers.
Give me the Cardinals.
Okay.
2 Cardinals there.
All right, nice.
All right, now we're going to the champs once again. This is another one. This is another one that is 3 teams, man, they are giving the Nats no respect here.
None, which they shouldn't have any.
They're a plus 4,000.
Yes, it should be worse.
You better bet that. Yeah,
it should be worse.
All right, so they got the Braves plus 125, Mets plus 200, Phillies plus 340. And then Marlins actually not bad at plus 1,300, and Nats are way back. Geez. Joey, who you got? That's a close one here.
This is a close one. As much as I love Philly, I'm not going to go against the Braves. The best player in baseball is back. Give me the Braves.
Chris, you already know who I'm picking.
Yeah, I know. You got to. The best team, the favorite in the division, the team that just came off. Hey, to be the champ, you got to beat the champ.
Absolutely.
They won the division 5 years in a row.
Who did?
Yeah.
It's been 5 years. They won it 5 years straight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jeez. I don't think I realized that.
Yeah. 5 years of winning that division straight.
Man, do I trust the Mets? Really, it's give me Atlanta.
Out.
Give me Atlanta also. All right, so now we'll go to who we think will be in the World Series. Who you got coming out?
World Series.
Oh, God.
Joey?
National League. You said the world.
With both your World Series picks, who's coming out on both sides?
Braves.
Oh man.
Yankees.
Bronx Bombers.
Oh, of course.
Of
He's
course.
got faith. All right, JB, are you going to go with your boys?
Mine. I got the Braves. Brown versus Buttons.
All right, I'm going to go
versus Buttons. The champ.
I'm going to go Dodgers and White Sox.
Coming with more hits than the Braves and the Yankees.
All
right, now we're going to go. I'm going to give you let me see. This is players. Hold on, let me see it. I had it up here. Cy Young winners. I'll give you
I got mine picked.
So Joey, you need the favorites are Cole, Giolito, Bieber, Ray, Dylan Cease. This is for the American League. Joey, who you got on the American League?
Give me Garrett Cole. He is out to prove something. He has something to prove. He was a letdown when we needed him the most last year. He owes us. Give me Garrett Cole.
All right, JB.
So this guy was my first pick in my first fantasy baseball draft. So give me Garrett Cole as well.
Yeah, you need him to have all MVP level, Cy Young level season.
Yes, you do.
I'll go. Obviously, I'm high on the White Sox. Give me Giolito.
Former Nat.
Let me see. Now in the National League, Scherzer, Rodon, Burns, DeGrom, Bueller. That should be enough there, right? Yep. I mean, it could come from later, but all right, Joey, who you got?
Read it one more time.
Scherzer, Rodon, Burns, DeGrom, Bueller. Those are top of your top.
Burns.
Burns. Didn't he won it last year, right?
Did.
He won it last year.
Yes, he did.
JB, who you got?
Bueller.
Oh, Bueller. Give me DeGrom. I think if he stays healthy, I think he can win one.
All right.
All right.
He's out for a while.
Yeah, I know, but I still think that he's gonna miss games anyway. But remember what he did last year. If he was, I think he has such nasty stuff. He doesn't even have to pitch. Remember last year, there was times where people were saying if he would have pitched just half of the season, he would have won it.
Oh, okay. So just say his name and it equals Cy Young, what you saying?
I mean, he doesn't have the odds of some of the other guys, but he's definitely going to miss time. But you know that with him. I think his stuff is just better than everybody else's.
Mm-hmm. You saw Lion King, right? You know, when they say Mufasa, they go, ooh. So when they say the ground, it'll be shaking the boots. When they say his name, it's gonna be shook when he come out there. All right.
All right. So this is we'll do the MVP in the American League: Ohtani, Trout, Guerrero, Buxton, Luis Robert. JB got him in his fantasy draft.
Yeah. So. Second best player in baseball. Junior will win it this year.
Chris even said his name.
Vlad? No, I said Vlad was in there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually bet last year that he would. I got him at like plus like 1,500 odds before the season to win.
Oh, wow.
He came in second place. So I was like, oh, I thought I almost had it. JB, who'd you go with?
I got Vlad.
Give me Trout. You know I'm a Trout guy.
Trout.
All right. National League: Soto, Acuna, Harper, Betts. Oh, Freddie Freeman. Trey Turner. Joey?
Hopper.
Oh, back-to-back years.
Back to back.
JB, you got Acuna?
Olsen.
Matt Olson?
That's right.
There you go.
I'm going Matt Olsen.
He's
I
actually
did have Soto, but I'm going Olsen. Just not Soto. I'm going Olsen.
they have him as 10th, so that's not that crazy. Give me Mookie Betts.
Chris, I almost picked Rafael Devers.
Did you?
I
Diesel
almost
would have
picked
been. Diesel would be so proud.
I love Devers.
All right, I got it. I'm gonna put it in a nice little spreadsheet so we can go back and look at it.
Yeah, we'll lock
You
that
know
in.
how I do. We can go back and look at it at the end of the season, which will be what, next October. We got a minute.
All right, so we already went over. So now we'll go. We got a big golf tournament this weekend coming up. I'm gonna send JB and Joey. I'll send you guys the FanDuel, so make sure we get in before tomorrow morning.
8:47, Chris. 8:47.
Yeah, make sure you get in by 8:47. Get in there. So I'm gonna ask I'm gonna ask you the groups on FanDuel. They group player kind of by guys and we just have to pick which guy out of these four that we like in each group. Same thing. We'll write them down and we'll see who ends up doing the best. So they kind of group them by kind of similar style of players. So
my boy.
really, it's not going to really be. I mean, this is kind of all pick'ems basically. Or you don't really have to know your stuff here. So all right. First group we'll call this group 1. So JB, you're gonna get these down, right? All right. We got Sunjae M, Billy Horschel, Siwoo Kim, or Paul Casey. Joey, read them off again. You got M, Horschel, Kim, or Casey.
Kim.
And I'm reading them. He wants M versus Kim. I'll go right in the middle. I'll go Horschel.
How you throw that?
That's Horschel.
Oh, like Herschel Walker. Okay.
But with an O.
Okay, got you.
All right, next group. Lowry, Berger, Henley, or Scott. Joey likes Adam Scott.
Love Adam Scott.
Yeah, him on every FanDuel we did.
Absolutely.
Is that how you're going with, Joey?
That's who I'm going with.
All right, so JB, you got Lowry, Berger, Henley, or Scott?
Give me Henley.
All right, I want Henley as well.
Oh, see?
All right, next one. This is a big dog group here. John Rahm, Justin Thomas, Cam Smith, or Dustin Johnson. Oh, we know Joey.
Oh, he's going with Dustin. He's definitely
There
going
is
with
a
Dustin
meeting
Johnson.
scheduled for tomorrow morning.
Joey, you going Dustin Johnson?
No, I am.
Joey loves him some Dustin Johnson.
There's
All
a
right,
meeting scheduled for
JB,
tomorrow morning.
I'm going Rahm.
All right, give me Justin Thomas then. All right, next one we got DeChambeau, the big dude, Sam Burns, Luis Oosthuizen, or Corey Connors.
Oosthuizen, the South African.
You spell that Oosthuizen.
Jeez.
The old South African. Maybe I'll read them again. You got DeChambeau, Burns, Oosthuizen, or Connors.
And give me DeChambeau.
Oh, the big dog. Give me Burns.
Burns. Sign for episode.
All right, next group. You got Zalatoris, Fitzpatrick, Neiman, or another one of Joey's, Matsuyama.
You know where I'm going. Matsuyama, absolutely.
Joey's going Matsuyama again. JB, you got Zalatoris, Fitzpatrick, Neiman, Matsuyama.
All right, so Joey has the Matsu's. I'll figure it out. Matsu.
Yeah.
I put it on here. Say it again.
Zalatoris, Fitzpatrick, Neiman, Matsuyama.
All right, give me Fitzmagic.
Oh, Fitzmagic. I got Zalatoris, Zalatoris.
Zalatoris.
Oh, we know who Joey's going on this one. You got Hatton, Leishman, Finau, Tiger Woods.
Oh, you know, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods.
Joey got
Woods. I like him.
Wow.
All right. Names again.
Hatton, Leishman, Finau, or Tiger Woods.
I like him.
Give me the general.
Who's the general?
General Patton, baby.
Give me Finau. Finau.
Finau. All right.
This one's a pretty big group here. You got Scotty Scheffler, who's now the #1 player in the world. Rory McIlroy, Colin Morikawa, or Brooks Koepka. Joey?
Koepka.
Over Rory?
Over Rory.
JB, you got Scheffler.
Scheffler.
#1 player in the world right there. All right. Give me, I'll go Koepka, even though I don't like him that much.
Both of y'all going Koepka?
Brooks Koepka.
All right. This is the last one. We'll finish it out here. Spieth, Hovland, JB's boy, Patrick Cantlay, or Xander Schauffele.
You know like that.
JB,
You already know.
he loves him some Cantlay. Yep.
Give me Spieth, baby.
I'll go. Give me Spieth also.
Who's that guy? That bum guy I kept picking last year that kept balling out.
Who was it?
Because he won one tournament too, but I forgot his name.
It was an older, I think it was
an older guy.
Oh, I'll have to think about it. When we do FanDuel, I'll remember it when I see it on.
Will the old FanDuels be on there? Can we see our old results?
Probably. I don't know how far back it goes.
All right. So group 1, we got JB with Kim, Joey with Kim, Chris with Herschel. Group 2, Joey Scott. I think JB and Chris, is it Henley?
Yeah, Russell Henley, yeah.
Okay. Group 3, let's see, I got Rom, Chris has Thomas, and Joey had Dustin Johnson.
Yep.
All right, I got John, so it's Johnson, Rom, and Thomas. Group 4, Joey has Oosthuizen, the South African.
Oosthuizen.
I have DeChambeau. And why do I have for Chris? I wrote down Joey. Who you pick for group 4? Chris?
Which one was that? With DeChambeau was in it? I'll take. I got Burns.
I wrote down Joey here. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. All right, maybe I was thinking that was weird. All right, here we go. All right. So group 5, Joey has Matsusama. I have Fitzmagic. And Chris, you have Zalatoris.
Yeah.
Group 6, Joey has Tiger. I have the general. Is it Patton, right?
No, it's Hatton.
Patton.
Patton's all the same.
As long as we know who it is. Patton.
Yeah, Patton. And you have Finau, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Group 7, Joey has Koepka. I have Scotty. And Chris, you have Koepka too. And group 8, Joey and Chris, y'all have Spieth, whatever his name is. And I have my man Cantlay.
Cantlay. Nothing.
All right, here we go, man. A lot of stuff.
We got something going on. We'll have something going on this weekend. See if we can actually.
Yes, we will.
Yep.
Joey, you better put some money on. You better find a bet.
I think I may have to, Chris.
I put a bet on Scotty to win the Masters. It was at plus 1800.
So these are all on
FanDuel. $3 on it for $43.
Okay.
These are all on FanDuel, so these groups. So anybody who's out there really wants to
On there now.
Yeah, see, these are if you go to the groups, these are how they're all grouped in. So if you feel like one of them's got a huge edge against the other guys, or I mean, the thing is that if you really want Tiger Woods, but you don't think he's necessarily gonna win, you might be able to get down on Tiger Woods without having the, horrible odds of
Tiger Woods to finish in the top 20 at plus 225 on Caesars right now.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing with golf is there's so many, especially the Masters, because it's like the Super Bowl of betting for golf. I mean, they've got so many bets that you can definitely get action in the Masters without, and have something to root. The good thing with golf is that it's all week, or all weekend, pretty much from tomorrow. So you could have bets going. It's like the cricket bet, but for
the cricket bet or the dart bet. Dude, lose.
Dart. Yeah, and also Joey should apologize, but
it was a massive upset. The dart guy losing.
Yeah, he was a minus 350 or something crazy. So that's crazy.
The dart guy.
The old dart guy. All right, so we're going to get back into some basketball here. We're just going to pick one team because it is getting late in either conference.
Getting nap tonight, though.
Yeah, so, and hey, if you want, I don't know if you guys want to just move the what if to next week.
We can do that.
It's not like that's not timely, so we can move whenever.
Yeah.
Move it to next week, because next week we'll be on spring break, so that won't matter.
Hey,
so,
you get on whatever next week.
We're gonna maybe
it don't matter.
Next week we'll have a section here where we're doing what if. So just as a teaser, this one is what if both players stayed healthy, who would have had the better career? And it's Penny versus Derrick Rose. So that should be a good conversation.
Little Hardaway.
Oh, little Penny. I love his commercials.
I love the sneakers.
That time for thanks, boo.
I had a couple pair of them fresh pennies, boo.
Oh, absolutely.
So that was supposed to be on this week, but now we got some look aheads to next week, because it is getting late for these guys that got to wake up at 8:57, or what was it, 8:47?
8:47.
I gotta get up. Joy gets up early. He'll drive. I usually get up every day. Honestly, I get up every day. I probably get up by 5. I get up like 5:30, and then the alarm goes off again at 5:45, and then the final alarm, if I don't get up, goes off at 6:10. That's the last one. Nothing. 6:10 is that is the end. I have to get up then if I don't get up before then. So I think tomorrow will probably be a 5:45, because I got a good nap this night before the.
Nice.
Show. Got a really good nap in.
Nice.
Good nap in. Man, I went to bed at 3:30 the other night, so we were past.
I'm saying, you're not on your phone at 8:47 like me.
Yeah, a little bit different.
Doing nothing.
All right, so yeah, we'll do this last one.
Just because I don't sit in front of a class of students every day, I guess I'm doing nothing. Let me see. Being the school's ITC, science fair coordinator, math and science program coordinator.
That's easy.
Communicator to the whole school.
Yeah.
Run the morning announcements.
Easy.
Coach every freaking sport.
That's easy stuff, JB. Come on.
47. All right. My 8:47 rant is done for now.
Joey, what's your FanDuel name real quick, so I can put that.
Where do you find that?
It was something crazy.
Neil Joey 21.
What was my FanDuel name? Is it probably the Job 2000?
Yeah, Job 2000. All right, so I'm gonna send. Let me know if you guys get the invite.
The Job 2000, baby.
The Job 2000.
Always. If you need to find me, it's the Job 2000.
So I got to get on the other FanDuel thing, right?
That should be the
All right, you have to get. It's not the sports book. You have to be on the FanDuel.
Got it.
The daily fantasy one.
Okay. Why should I bet that dude at plus 10,000? Why should I put $1 on that thing?
On who?
On Austin Greaser.
Some dude you don't
Good
even.
thing. Plus 100,000.
Oh yeah, you put a nickel on him. Hey, let me tell you, Joey, let me tell you a funny story real quick. Growing up, back in the day, growing up, they didn't have the lottery, so playing the numbers was illegal. But there was many a day I heard my grandfather say he putting a nickel on a number. Just a nickel. Yeah, I put a nickel on 350. A nickel. And I was like, what? And when he meant a nickel, he didn't mean $5. He meant a nickel.
Let me know if you guys get that.
Hold on.
Other FanDuel.
Oh yeah, I see it. Acuna said that he won't miss Freddie Freeman.
Yes, he did.
Oh, geez, that's rough.
Yes, he did say that.
So you can just make sure you enter in, and then.
No, I'm good. I'm going to go ahead and take care and make sure I'm in right now. So yep, password save. Get my little text message for my 6-digit 2-factor. Often, there we go. Got it.
And then you got to find Can't Lay.
Can't lay. I
Can't
understand.
Lay.
Three person. Yep. There we go. I gotta pick my people. Hold on. Is it? Oh yeah. Woo, baby.
Send it.
You see it, Joey?
I'm in the sports book thing.
No, you got to go to your old.
Yeah, click the link, bro.
It should go to your email. What's your email that's hooked up to?
Click on the email.
I'll tell you, man.
It should take you right to it.
I got
I'm in there, Joey.
I hear you, JB.
Joey, look, I'm in there, man. You got to be like me, man. See, look what I already got. Look what I already got up there, Joey. Got your boy, Can't Lay.
Oh, Scotty and Can't Lay. That's it.
I found my dude, too. Another guy last year I always had. Always balling out. What's that guy's name, man?
It was an older guy, right? It was
I'm in there, y'all.
I think was it Sink?
Oh, that's who it was. Stuart
Sink?
Sink. You had him. He won one. That's right. You had him and Can't Lay and like everyone. And Joey had Dustin Johnson and like everyone. And Joey had Matsuyama and like everyone also.
Yes.
Are you in, Joey?
I am in. I'm in the process of submitting right now.
All right. I mean, I would just make sure you just.
Am I going to go Freddie Couples?
No.
Am I going to go Freddie Couples?
You don't need to probably go that low.
No.
Maybe. Probably working this thing till 4 in the morning. For a free.
There you go.
Just so I can beat you guys.
There you go.
Yeah, let me see what I got enough. Let me see. Sergio Garcia still playing?
He's still in there.
He's still going.
He's still going.
I'm gonna pick one of your dudes too, Chris, that you picked today. Hold on. Who picked him? Yep, got him. Got him.
Who'd you go?
I can't tell you.
Don't tell me.
You'll see it. You'll be like, what? Enter free contest. Oh yeah, man. I'm telling you right now.
I am, Chris.
Yeah, it says 1 of 3.
Man, hold on. And hold on. I got some I got like $1 in there. I'm gonna do this 5-cent multi-entry.
That's the way to do it.
I'm gonna enter 3 lineups for 15 cents, Joey. I put a couple of nickels on it. Oh, I even got some free FanDuel points.
You can actually see me in that, Chris?
It says, 3 of 3 filled.
Okay.
Let me see. They got some 25-cent ones. I think I'm gonna do 2 of those. 50 cent.
Joey, you better put it. You got a nickel on that, Joey?
How do I have? Do I have $22 in that spot? Where's that money from?
That's probably both. They probably have it from both things, I would imagine.
Yeah, sometimes you have
It's like whatever your sports book, and that's the same.
Yeah,
I mean, you could probably have you could probably put a nickel. Go to PGA, Joey.
On which one? The sports book?
No, where it says on the main contest, the main fantasy.
Once you put your lineup in, you should get a thing that says you can do other contests.
Oh, okay.
I did 3 entries in the I did 3 entries in the 8K and lob wedge, and I did the one for the 1K. So
you hit the lobby button, Joey, at the bottom.
Yeah.
And then hit PGA, and then hit full roster. Then go. What did you do? Tournaments, JB, or go featured, Joey?
Came up automatically. It gave me the options to choose.
Oh, Joey. So do you see that, or you have to go through it, Joey?
I'm on lobby. Do I need to hit the Masters?
If you want to do hit
just the PGA button.
Yeah, do the entry fees. You got the 15-cent ones.
Then hit full roster. Yeah. Then hit 8 a.m. You'll see, and then hit featured. You can get in the one JB got it.
Yeah.
The 5-cent one. If you go to the featured, Alpha, where are you at now, Joey?
I'm on the original page. I hit lobby. I'm looking
look for the PGA lob wedge.
See, you're talking about up here, Joey. Let me see. Hold on. No.
Real bright.
No. Bright light.
Seeing it.
Yeah, turn your brightness down a little bit.
Bright light.
Way too bright.
Yeah.
See where it says up there? No. See where it says up there? PGA.
Yeah. You're underneath this discover. Okay, got you. Then PGA.
Hit PGA, then hit full roster.
Full roster.
Then hit Masters. Then hit featured.
Masters, then featured. Got you.
The very top one, it says lob for 5 cents. Just do like 3 or 4. I mean, you can do a bunch of them, but you can 3 or 4 there. That's what JB's in, and you can enter a couple in. I mean, it take you a couple minutes. You could probably just do it real quick after the show or whatever.
I also did the PGA pitching wedge.
That might be too high. That might be too steep for Joey.
That's 25 cent entry, man. 25 cent, Joey. You got that.
Oof.
All right, good. That's gonna be fun. We get to watch the Masters play out this weekend. We get to watch the beginning of opening day of baseball, opening weekend. We got basketball finishing up. Still got some playoff races going on. Who's gonna finish where?
You'll be breaking out that Tampa Bay hockey shirt coming soon. Coming soon.
When does the playoffs start anyway?
Usually it's right around the same time, so it's got to be close. So I think we'll probably
the Caps. I guess my 2 favorite teams in hockey played tonight. The Caps beat them 4-3.
Let me see how many are left in there.
I'm gonna break out that Tampa Bay Lightning shirt. You know I am. They may go back to back to back.
Theirs is the end of April. They play through April and then they get into playoffs.
Oh, okay. So
we'll get into that last question. So all you got to do, we're picking one of the 6 basically. So of the top 3 teams in each conference, Miami, Boston, Milwaukee, Phoenix, Memphis, and Golden State, which one of these teams do you think could be the biggest bust in this year's playoffs? JB, we'll start with you. Who you got?
Okay. So looking over this, I mean, for me, I'm thinking, I'm thinking it could be. I'm thinking Memphis, and my reason in Memphis is hot. They've been playing amazing. They're like 20-2 or 3 without their best player, Ja Morant. But they are super young. And when they go into the playoffs, I'm thinking they could be playing against a Clippers team who may get the 7th seed in the West that has massive amounts of playoff experience. And they get Norman Powell back. Paul George is coming back and playing pretty good right now with the other pieces around them. That could be a problem for Memphis. That could be a real issue for the Grizzlies. Now, I'm not saying there's a guarantee they're going to get beat, but I think if they lose in that first round to the Clippers, that's going to be a massive disappointment for them. I mean, but they're young, you know. I think they could go all the way to the finals or lose that first round series. So I got Memphis.
All right, yeah, I could see that just for those reasons. You got and if Morant does not come back fully, he has that takeover ability, and this will be the first time that he's truly on this level of a stage. So, it takes guys. We've seen great players take years to get, to take off into the playoffs. So it's a different animal for sure. Joey, who you got?
Yeah, refs like Joey that called a game differently in the playoffs than regular season, so What was a foul in the regular season, somehow it's not a foul in the playoffs. That is the biggest thing about the NBA that I do not like. That is my biggest. If I had to say what's my biggest issue with the NBA, it's that. The difference between regular season and playoff officiating. That is the most asinine concept in the world. The game should be called the same every game.
As a 9, as a 10, as a 11.
But anyway, I'm done with that rant.
Joey, who you got?
Chris and JB, if it comes to who I think could be the biggest bust, even though I've been hyping them up over the last few weeks. The Celtics could possibly be the biggest bust. They've been playing extremely well. It seems like they've been playing really well ever since they got rid of Schroeder. They've been playing better since they lost opening night. They play better since they lost opening night. Since opening night, they're 50 and 19, or is it 50? Something like that. I don't know.
If opening night, that means 50, that'll be 50 and 50 and 29.
50 and 29 that they are. But this is, of course, the question is, can Jaylen Brown and Tatum play together?
Yeah, that question's been answered, Joey.
But can they win a championship? Can they really be a threat to win a championship? This seems to be the best position that they've been in since those two have been the alphas. There's nobody else there. You know that it is you. This is clearly Tatum's team. Jason Brown.
Jason Brown.
Jaylen Brown is clearly Robin. He is. Tatum is the alpha. Okay. However, Time Lord did go down.
Oh yeah, that was big. That was big.
That's going to definitely hurt. However, this team is built to withstand that until he can maybe somehow make a miraculous.
He's not.
He can recover very, very soon. I like them getting Daniel Tice back. He knows the Celtic offense. He is a guy that will set picks. He will rebound, he will block shots, and he will hit a wide open 3. Also, having Horford back this year helps out. Veteran, been there, done that. He knows.
We're talking about reasons they're gonna get upset. You giving us reasons they're gonna win.
Yes, I get that. But if Time Lord going down really, really hurts. It really hurts. I'm definitely concerned for them, especially if they have to see Brooklyn in the first round.
I don't think. Okay, just real quick. So, do you think Time Lord is more a factor against Brooklyn, or he's more a factor against a team with a big you know, like Philly, because I mean, Tatum, every time he plays the Nets, he drops like 50.
Yes, he does. He literally destroys Brooklyn's defense.
I mean, last year in the playoffs, right? They had like 51 games. Game 3.
Tatum destroys Brooklyn's.
They can guard him. So, but
Joey buried the lead after all that, and he's like, "Oh, and they may be playing the Nets." And dude, that's the biggest reason.
That's the number one reason.
Before you got on, Joey, I said anybody in the East who finishes second, who has to play the Nets, that is the biggest reason they can be a bust. That's it for me.
Joey was given Time Lord. He was given. He was talking about.
He was giving Tatum and Brown not playing together.
He said even Jason Brown in there. By the way, they might also struggle because they're playing the Nets. Other than that, very in the lead. All right, well, I'm going out west. I'm going Golden State. A few reasons. They have been since the All-Star break. They've been below 500. They're not healthy at all. When's the last time Steph has played? Draymond had. So really, we know Draymond, that there's a chemistry between Draymond, Steph, and Clay. We don't know what Clay we're getting yet. He's shown the ability to take over, but nothing like the old Clay. And some of that could be that they have, they're holding him back a little bit, saving him for just this moment. But at the same time, we don't necessarily know what they're going to look like. A team right now that in their last 10 games is 3-7. You don't know without Steph being, we've seen a playoff series before. Remember, when was it when Steph was not 100% and he could not carry that? When was that? That was years ago. Remember that when they, that was a while ago, but remember he wasn't 100% after with the ankle injuries and stuff. Remember when he had all the ankle?
They had Mark Jackson's a coach, I believe.
Yeah, and he couldn't. So really, we don't know what Steph's going to come back and do. Also, right now, so they're 8-12 since the All-Star break, and 3-7. So it's not like, at one point they were looking at they could be the number 1 overall seed. Remember, at one point it was them and Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we know that the chemistry is going to be there with the 3 bigs, but they haven't really played enough games with the real core of some of these guys to know if they're going to have the chemistry with the whole unit coming out. And then I would say you've got right now, you could play either Dallas, who's been hot, or you could play a Denver team will probably be the best player on the court Denver will have, right? And I don't necessarily know if they've got a guy that can hold Jokic. He's going to get his. I talked about, and this, I might be overrating him, but if Murray comes back, he's another guy that we've seen. Now, we don't know if or when he's coming back, but he may come back at 70 or 90% and play 15 to 20 minutes. But he is the kind of guy you have to, if he even shows up at 80, 90%, he's a guy that you have to take note of. And we've seen him dominate playoff games. We've seen him dominate playoff series.
Mm-hmm.
So he changes their roster completely because you got another guy who pulls away from Jokic. And because right now they don't really have it. They've got pretty good guards. They've got pretty good players, but they don't have a Murray type guy. Even as good as Jokic is, he's not really a guy who just can take over games. Murray, I think, is more that guy. And if you end up with Dallas, we already know they've got a guy who can take over games. So
the Don.
And he might be playing the best basketball in all of everybody out there right now.
Correct.
He didn't have a great early start to the season. Everybody was killing him.
He was a dope boy at the end of the year. He's a dope boy. Let's be real.
Yeah, but he's turned it on for sure. He's now in the MVP race. So I mean, not saying Golden State will lose, but I think all three of us are saying the favorites have a shot. These are the guys. Not really concerned with Milwaukee. I mean, the Miami Heat seem to grind out games and they find a way to win. Phoenix, I don't think any of us are really worried about Phoenix. So, these three teams, though, none of us can be completely surprised if they do lose. So
the Golden State Warriors they may finish with the fifth seed, like you said. I mean, they could have the fourth seed. Right now, they are the 3 seed, and they are half a game over Dallas. And who do you know who owns the tiebreaker between those two?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see.
Let me see if you click. Let me find a game they played, and it'll show you like all the games they played, I think. And the Mavericks got the Spurs and the Trailblazers left. That's it. So they're going to finish. The Mavericks are going to. It looks like okay. So
who would you rather though, Utah or Denver? If you're Golden State,
you probably want to play Utah because Utah seems to be like in disarray, right?
Yeah.
They got a whole bunch of stuff going on. You probably don't want to play the Nuggets with the Joker out there because, like you said, man, anything can happen.
Yeah, when you have him, you got probably. I mean, he could easily be the MVP, which we made last week. So we'll see. All right, Joey, it's about your time, hot take time to close us out. You got a lot going on. You got spring, the baseball starting up. You got Masters.
There's a lot going on.
This is a busy time.
So we about to get a dart bet, right?
So let's find out. I actually bet Chelsea today and lost.
Oh, did you really?
They lost to what? Liverpool? No, Real Madrid?
Yeah, Madrid. Yeah, they lost.
Yes, they did.
3-1.
Yes, they did. UCL. This is the last Thursday on TNT of the regular season in the NBA. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Regular season this Thursday night.
Therefore, this hot take will come from the last Thursday of the NBA on TNT. Well, it's not every single thing on TNT, just based on betting millions. Don't forget to get your free bet on FanDuel, your free $10 TNT on Thursday bet.
No, JV's like, wait, free. Whoop.
Your free $10. They
bet tomorrow. TNT FanDuel.
That is typical on for the NBA, if I'm not mistaken, because I know the Godfather does it often.
The Godfather.
So let's put this bet in honor of getting that bet set for Thursday night games. I got a 7-leg parlay going.
Oh, geez.
7-leg parlay, not based on anyone's stats, just straight up winners, as well as
winners.
I want winners. That's what you're going to get with this one. So let's go with the first one. The Orlando-Charlotte game. Give me Orlando plus the 13.5. Did a little bit of research. Orlando has actually played Charlotte pretty well this year. Give me the money line. Give me the Boston and Milwaukee game money line. I'll take the Bucks on the money line. I'll take the Sixers on the money line. That's a big game. Sixers are at Toronto.
No Matisse Thybulle, though. Matisse Thybulle is not playing. They didn't say why, but I think he's not vaccinated.
I may be making a change in that. I'm going to take Toronto on the money line. He's a pretty big part of what they do on defense. I will take Toronto on the money line. Give me Minnesota over the Spurs on the money line. Give me Portland is coming to New Orleans tomorrow night. I'll take New Orleans minus the 16.5. I will. Give me the Nuggets on the money line. And lastly, the Lakers are laying down. I'll take Golden State on the money line, which should give me about plus 23-17.
He's laying down. That's crazy.
They're going to get sunned and they're going to lay down.
They're going to get sunned, huh?
Yes, they are.
Joey, I'm just gonna I like your bet, and I'm gonna post it on the Twitterverse. But let me tell you a bet I made on Caesars, a similar seven leg parlay. I want you to listen to mine real quick, and you know, because I'm going for it all tomorrow night. I'm going for it.
Okay, what you got?
I'm going for it, man. I got. Oh, I didn't put it in. Hold on, I thought I put it in. It's not showing up. Hold on, something's going on here. All right. Well, I had. Oh man, did I write it down?
Put that thing in there.
Yeah. All right. Let me tell you. Let me go back to the NBA because then we get off this call. Let me tell you what I had. I know what I picked. So I went. So I actually went. I think I went to Hornets. I took Celtics plus the 6. I took the Trailblazers plus the 16.
Okay.
Timberwolves money line. Nuggets minus 3.
Okay.
Golden State. I think I had something else because mine was like at 6 something. Hold on. What else did I take? I'm gonna take Philly. Oh yeah. Sorry, my 7-leg parlay.
You gonna take Philly?
Yeah, but this is my 7-leg parlay, right? I got Charlotte. I mean, either way, if either one I could take Orlando or Charlotte. With the points, so I think Charlotte needs a win badly because they last 2 games they've been playing like crap. I think they're gonna blow Orlando out. I got Charlotte because then last night the Hornets got outscored in the Hornets at one point in the third quarter the game was tied at 88 and they lost 144 to like 1 something, like 30 points.
Okay.
So I got Charlotte minus 13.5. The Celtics plus 6. This is gonna be a close game. Yeah. I got the 76ers plus the 1.5.
Okay.
I got the Trailblazers plus the 16.5.
Okay.
I took the Timberwolves money line, the Nuggets minus 3 because the Grizzlies ain't playing nobody, and the Warriors minus 12.5. I got odds at plus 6,086.
Woo. So
a $5 bet on that one would give you $309.30.
Man, that's Joey's bet right there.
That's a beautiful bet. That is a beautiful bet.
Joey loves the sound of that.
It's beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful. That's a beautiful bet.
That's a beautiful bet.
All right, and just so you know, I just placed it. I actually did it twice because for some reason the only bet I got showing up open bet. No, there it goes.
Okay.
All right, I do have my one bet. I got Scotty. I got Scotty for $2.31 to win the Masters.
Send me a screenshot.
You put 31 cents in there.
What happened is because I won the my 5-leg parlay tonight, and it was $112.31.
Oh.
I like to do like the round. I like to get to the regular numbers, so I did 231.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so yeah.
They always say that's the kind of stuff that'll get you red flagged.
Don't red flag me, Caesar.
Caesar. Because what they think you're doing is they think you're. Remember I told you before that's that Kelly betting where you have like you say, okay, I think I have a 4% edge, and you multiply that by however much you're betting, and it might come out to a weird number. So if you put that number in, but I mean, if you're betting only $2.31, they're not going to red flag you for that.
It's not. What's the one you use to be red flagging you all the time?
Bet Rivers. Yeah.
Bet Rivers.
Rivers, boy, they be like, nah, Chris, we don't want you making no money.
They which I haven't since they did it. I took out some of my money, and I'm kind of floating around whatever I've been, so it's working for them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess
that's what they do. Just limit you if you start getting good. So
there you go. You got two hot takes. Really got two
that, JB.
Huh?
Send me a screenshot of that, please.
I got you. I'll screenshot it for you. Probably can do the same bet on FanDuel. Probably get better odds too. Who knows? Hey, but everybody, good luck. Right. Next week we coming back. We got some what if, kind of a nod to Marvel's what if series. But we're doing what if sports. Right. It's gonna be pretty cool. And we're gonna see how we deal on the Masters. We're gonna talk about the opening, weekend of baseball. I'm excited. I mean, I really am. Ever since I started doing this show, the need and love for sports has kind of heightened, right? Which is a good thing. Keeps you on your toes, keeps you visual. 847. Remember that number?
847.
That will be my next bet I make on any platform. $8.47. I promise you. I'm gonna tell you how that works out. Spread the word, man. CJ Squared is we doing our thing, spreading love throughout the universe.
We do.
You forgot to say good luck to Patrick Cantlay.
Oh, dude, Cantlay, Rob. Hey, good luck to all those guys, man. Hey, Stuart Sink, do your thing, man. You always come through for me, Stuart Sink. Just make the cut, bro. Just make the cut. Last year the Masters, it'd be like how everybody missed a cut. Like we had like two guys.
Yeah, last year's was pretty crazy. I think I forget who ended up. I forget Morikawa winning. I forget who won that. I don't think any of us had him. I don't think any of us. We didn't do.
Last year the Masters. It was George.
I'll tell you who it wasn't.
It wasn't Dustin Johnson.
Sure,
yeah, but it was Joey's boy.
Oh, Matsuyama. Did he win?
He won the Masters last year. Yeah, he won the Masters last year. He won the green jacket last year, man. Right. So yeah. Remember last year when the Masters was on, I believe that's when I first learned how to do the live stream. Remember, Joey? I was in my office.
Okay.
And I sent you the link. Remember that?
Test.
I sent you the link. You remember that?
I do remember, yes.
The Masters live on ESPN on my over the live stream. So yeah, good stuff. So hey, that's our show. This episode 46. 3 more episodes until we hit 50. Man, you got any ideas of what we should do for our 50th episode? Send them to us, right? Something cool. We'll try to make it happen, right? Maybe we'll pick our 50th greatest moments in sports. Who knows? Our 50th greatest heroes. It'll be something. It'll be something special for all the masses out there.
It'll be instead of an Elite 8, it's an Elite 50. It's just a massive tournament. It's gonna take all show.
Yeah, the 50th show. 50. All right, we'll talk about 847.
847.
847. Paladin. Now he'll remember that number also.
Man, I can't get over that, Joey. Anyway, everybody, this is the champ signing out. Yes, I will be calling myself the champ on here for the next maybe month or so. It may get old, but it never gets. So say what, Joey?
Thanks a lot, Paladin.
Yeah.
Hey, he had his chance. It's your chance too, Joey. Don't just blame him.
Hey, I'm not complaining.
All right. So also big shout out to everybody watching, and shout out to Joey, shout out to Chris. Know that today, before I let y'all go, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. The one thing that I'm looking forward to is I can see us doing a CJ squared day trip to watch maybe the Nationals play the Braves, or even play the Sox, or even play the Bronx Bombers. We need to make it happen, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm gonna look at the schedule. I'm gonna pick some dates, and we need to make this happen. All right.
Yeah, I'm with it.
That's what we need to do.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. All right. So we are out. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. And
Work.
see you next week. Nobody want to work, Joey.
Nobody want to work.
Nobody want to work.
Nobody want to work.
I know Chris ain't going to bed till another 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, I gotta go, and I gotta make my FanDuels now.
Make your FanDuels now. I got you.
All right. Making them.
All right, cool. All right, everybody, we're out.
All
Fellas,
right,
peace. See y'all. Talk to y'all all weekend. Hopefully our NBA picks come through for this final week of
Hopefully
NBA picks. Like my dad always says, I need it.
do.